seriously. Boom! You my son. Seriously. That a must. But you have to learn that life is worth living, yeah. Life, low attitude. I bless them and tell them, love life and show love and don't give up. Queens, the big love life, show love and don't give up. Love life, show love and don't give up. The big love life, show love and don't give up. Get hard. Love life, because life is worth living. If that is eating, they in the kitchen. Give up. You must step it up. You get it. Then the tree of life I keep eating. And a little bit is reviving. Then there's work is be surviving. Time for that, get people thriving. Then you did everything. Time for life and pray for the living. Every day, hey, it's Thanksgiving, cause joy is in my heart, yes, deep within. Love that daylight that keeps shining. Love for the joking. Yo, it must be crack them smoking. Let's see again. Love life, show love, and don't give up. The kings and queens. Love life, show love, and don't give up. Hard. Love life, show love, and don't give up. Love life, show love, and don't give up. Hey, don't give up. I'm here. Love life, show love, don't give up. That's something. Ras, what's his name? Ras Attitude. Ras Attitude, Love Life. That's the song I was singing. If you wonder what I was singing. I'm back. Yeah. In the tube. Live and direct with you, beautiful family. We're all so wonderful. Wonderful and beautiful. With such a big heart. Such a big heart. Such good-hearted people. That's why we should live in the moment. Be free in the moment. You know, if I can succeed, if you can succeed being free in the moment, free from anxiety, free from past hurt, free from everything that holds us back from living fully in the moment, experiencing life to the fullest, that's something. Even me, I'm not there. So that's one of my aim, to be really, really present with the moment. But I'm striving to get there, just like all of you. Have been programmed like everybody. So that's what I'm seeking. Really, the moment. Be one with the moment. I don't care about anything else. I want to be one with the moment. And I know if I'm one with the moment, if I'm present, fully present, with all my my might and my power that I have, that I don't have to claim, I have it. It's already there. You know, we're in business. I would have liked to know if anybody wants to join. I said if anybody wants to join, let me know. I'll send you the thing in Facebook. But it would have been nice. I know a little bit before, because it's kind of tricky now to I don't know if I can do it, because I have to access the link. And I think once it started, it's going to be a bit tricky. And I can't really log in with the other computer once this one is started live. So that's why I needed to know before. So let me know before in advance. I left a message in there. I said, if you want to be one with the moment with me, you're welcome. But it would have been nice to know before, because I think it's going to be kind of tricky now to make it happen. 8 watchers. That's good. 8. Kim took an appointment with her Babylonian doctor on the 8th. They gave her an appointment on the 8th. She texts me right away. She said, Asbi, it's on the 8th. I'm like, that's great. That's a good sign. The hate are everywhere. You know, when you're present in the moment, also what happened when you're really one with the moment, you start picking up signs all over. There's signs. You know, it's very divine what's happening here. It's very divine. It's very... it's an experience, you know, it's an experience, and that experience is not meant to be a subtle experience with life. We're not here to be shy or scared or, you know, all these stuff. It's an experience. So being one in the moment allow you to have a full experience here. That's what it is. You know, that's what I've missed a lot always. And, you know, either you're into your projection, or you're into the past, or what you have done in the past, or you know, you got to liberate yourself from that. Sometimes we hold ourselves back from because of the mistake we did in the past. We prevent ourselves from living in the present because of the mistake we did in the past. What's past is past. It's an experience. I've done things in my life that if I would have to redo them, I would do them differently for sure. But that was part of the experience. You know, you can't also live in regret. You can't live in regret that you have done this, done that, and you never advance because you've done things that you're not proud of. Listen, that's life. Look. I'm moving on. As long as you're capable to slay all those demons slowly and get rid of all the negative stuff, you're on the way. You're on the rise. You're on the go. And once you're on the rise, on the go, nothing much can stop you. That's a thing that cannot be stopped. You know, an awakening, they cannot stop this. I don't think so. It's stronger than you at one point, unless you really want to sleep and not be present, and that's possible. Sometimes maybe there's things in your environment or in your experience that have for sure triggered something, some anxiety, some. I think even me, I'm a very nervous person. I don't look like it, but I'm a very, and that's what Santos told me one time when we did a hangout together, when he did my birth chart. I think that was it. I know it's the whole thing is constructed and everything, but still, we can entertain the idea. But what he said about me, that I was a very nervous person, is very true. I'm working on this. I don't look nervous, but I'm not stressed. But I'm naturally a nervous person. I have tick, you know. Either I will bite my lip, and I'm working on it to be less. And that prevents me from being present in the moment because I'm too nervous. So maybe because I'm too hyper, I like things to move constantly. So when I get still, that's where I get those nervous ticks. But maybe because I like to move, I like things to move, I like to be, because once I do this, once my mind is busy somewhere in the present moment, I am not nervous. So even me, I work on this. So we all have things to work on, for sure. Triple R. Bozo. Leslie. Bonjour tout le monde. Bonjour tout le monde et les autres qui sont pas logués dans le chat. Là. Il y en a 4-5 autres qui watch on the side. Silent watcher or secret watchers like Kevin. Yeah, there's secret watchers here. For sure. And that's okay. Don't need to be all high profile. It's okay. Some like to be low profile, and that's fine. Sometimes it's good like that. At one point, you break out from that low profile. But I think it's important to be low profile and humble all the time, too. It's very important. I want to remain humble. I want to remain very, very grounded, not into too much into the future. But that's what happened also. Once you start, envisioning something for yourself, for a dream or something, you often going to be projected in the future. You're going to think about your stuff, how you're going to make it happen and everything. But I find that I come back right away in the present. I go into the future through the present. Like I told you, you can time travel through the present. So if you want, you can time travel. But you got to be present into the present, because this is the portal. To me, the portal to the future is the present. If you want to find a portal to access your future, you got to be present in the moment to make your thoughts come to reality. This is how you get a portal into the future. If you want to have one, if you want to take a leap into the future, it's through the present moment. Everything you want to experience in life is right here, right now. You have everything necessary. You don't need to seek anything. It's all inside you. But even that, that idea is very clear to me today, that everything, that the kingdom of heaven is inside us. That's very clear. And everything that I need to rise, I don't need external thing. I don't need a temple, a religion, or to create a salvation. That's the number one product of Babylon, is a false salvation. So if you fall into it, into all the nonsense that's around, I need myself. I need to find out who I am. That's what I need to know. I need to find out what kind of fear I can eliminate from my life, and to become stronger. That's the exercise I'm doing here, cultivating my strength. I'm getting stronger. Yeah. Every day I'm getting stronger. That's what happened. And that's what I want too. That's what I want. You got to be clear. Clarity is power. Clarity is power. If you're not clear with your goal, if you're not clear with what you want, you're not going to get it. Clarity is power. Be clear with what you want. Be clear with put it out in the atmosphere. That's what I'm doing here. Internet is somewhat conscious. There's someone hearing me here. And the consciousness is us. The divine is us. So the divine is hearing me. It's all of us embodying that divine perspective. So, it's just to put it in the atmosphere. Help yourself and the sky will help you. Aide-toi puis le ciel t'aidera. Ma mère m'a tout le temps dit ça. Aide-toi puis le ciel t'aidera. Mais le ciel, c'est quoi le ciel? C'est nous autres. It's all of us. That's what it is. If you help yourself, people will help you, but you got to give first. You got to be given a test. Like I said, in this whole thing, you got to be given a test, and the test is to give. The test is to give, to see how long you can give before you receive something significant in materialism. Not in, because you're going to receive a lot in vibration and strength and in your interaction with people. That's where I receive the most. But often in our program way, we like to have instant gratification for everything that we do. So we hope to have instant gratification when we start taking action, but it's not really about instant gratification. It's long-term stuff. Sometimes it can take years before it can take years before some big breakout happen here. Yeah. So I'm ready for the long haul. I'm ready for the long haul. Maybe we'll do one in French too, Bozo. Maybe we'll do one, and we should do one in French one morning, me and you. Just maybe one-on-one, me and Bozo. Martin, whatever. Martin alias Bozo. Yeah, we'll talk about it. I'll write you on Facebook about it. But, yeah. Sunny morning here at the shack. No, here it's been cloudy. It's Quebec, so of course it's cloudy and it's cold. But I'm used to it. I don't let the weather affect me so much. I have something to give thanks for life every day. Joy love is in my heart. Yeah, joy love. For sure. I have that love inside of me that's burning so hot. So hot. You wouldn't. And it's that desire, it's that desire to be part also of something much bigger than yourself, which is the world. The world duty. I know there's something that needs me, that needs you. We're not here just to be distracted. So once you know that, but I knew young that I was here for something special. You feel that stuff. Like, not gonna save the world, but I know I'm here for something. Someone told me in comments yesterday, I think it's Cappy. She said, your art knows that you are a teacher and a healer. And I love that, because that's something that maybe my mind doesn't really want to see, because that would put me, like I said, on a master teacher standing, and I'm not like that. But it's good because I want to stay on the same ground as all of you. I don't want to put myself higher or better than anyone else. Oh, no, I'm not like that. I'm just like all of you, seeking reality. Seeking reality is just that I come live and direct on YouTube to share my thoughts. But there's no fame. It's about the work. It's about your work. It's about the divine work. It's not about the fame. I don't care about the fame and not that at all. It's just so that I stay aligned. I don't get distracted. Told you, staying one with the moment. Very important, because that's what I want. I want to experience life to its fullest. I have one life to live. I realize that too. One life to live, and it goes kind of fast when you get a bit older. You realize it goes faster. Like, you got to do something. Oh, fuck. It's getting close to the end. So you got to do something, but it's not because I feel the end. It's just I feel like at one point, that's one certainty. I'll fucking die. I know that.
I'll fucking die. So I gotta do something while I'm alive and in this body, in this experience. And I'll just do that. I like to try many different things. I've always been like that. So now it's this, but I think this is gonna be a long haul. It's gonna be a long shot. This one is gonna be a long shot. And I knew when I started this, I told Kim, I said, get ready, this one's gonna be a long ride. This one's gonna be a long ride. We've done a couple rides together. I brought her on a couple project, and but that was always inside my comfort zone. Like it, I always had goals. I always had great goals. I always been a go getter, but always within my comfort zone of job and you know. But now it's growing on the personal level. Like I feel like I never had that growth in my life. It's like I feel like I'm starting to grow up. I feel mature and more with more wisdom than ever before because of probably the fear that I've let go and stuff like that. Yeah, here two different ways of thinking. For sure, we got to think differently. We got to first of all, we got to think for ourselves. We got to think for ourselves. Just that is a major accomplishment. If you can think for yourself, if you're able to think for yourself, to have just a clear mind and a clear vision. And because when we don't think for ourselves, also our vision is blurry. We're in some kind of illusion. Like it's important to think for ourselves, not to let other people define reality, and especially define ourselves. You want to define yourself a living soul. You want to create something living. You know, if I pass away from any time now, I know my soul is living on YouTube. You know, whatever you do, you write books, your soul will be living. You do music. Look, Bob Marley, his soul is fully living. Anybody that create a living soul, they will stay here for a long. Look, we still talk about people that 2,000-3,000 years ago. I don't know if they really existed. It might be all a construct, but people that have living soul, they still live in our hearts and you have people that you have lost probably that they have had a major impact on your life, that they have created a living soul and they still, So I think of that a lot, creating something living, something that, yeah, I really think it's one of the meaning of being here. It's create something living. You want to feel alive. You want to just be, not just be alive, but you want to feel alive. And to feel alive, to me, it's a blessing. It's a blessing to feel alive. It's a real gift. It's a gift. It's a gift to feel alive. And that's why we should do something with that gift. Our gift, the Creator had a gift for us. It's life. But what we do with our life, that's the gift to the Creator also. We can't ignore that you're not, like, I don't know who's the creator. And to me, it's more a force. It's something, I think also we're all co-creators. I'm capable of creating life just like you. I can make children. That's the first thing we can do. We can create life. So for sure, we are co-creator. Without, I don't know how long we've been here. I think the earth is as old as we are, probably. The earth is not that old. I don't think the earth is millions of years old. I think it's as old as we are. I don't think the earth can be here without us. I don't think it's, I don't know. I don't think there's been roaming dinosaur before and all that shit before we came here. Before we transformed from fish to a human, that's complete nonsense. I think it's just as old as we are, and we are the guardian, the earth guardians of this place. For sure, I take my role very seriously. I do my part with what I have, where I am, with what's possible for me, and that's the part I do. I know, first of all, I'm not here to save the world. I'm very, very conscious of that. I will not save the world. I can maybe save myself in the process. That's one thing I can save, but also I can stay very positive, very uplifted for life, uplifted, and keep my eyes on the prize. I think it's the one of the reason to. Thanks for your good thoughts, friends. Mon is doing good. Talk with her last night, and bro in there too. Oh yeah, your mom was in the hospital, I think. Yeah, Red, with your brother-in-law or something like that. I think it's your brother-in-law. Good to know, Red. Good to know. Maybe all our positive vibes affected him. I did so the other night. I did canalize my energy for your mummy, It's very important to do that. You know, we need each other for survival. I said it. We might ignore each other. We might say, oh, I live just for myself. But we need each other for survival. That's one main thing that I've realized, that I need my brothers and sisters. And not that I need in a physical, but we need to be united on the same, going back home on the same path. We're not all on the same path, but we're all, at least we all have to go back home some way, somehow. And the way you take to go back home is your way, as long as it's positive, as long as it's good. You know, it's good over evil. It's our good side over our evil side. So, but it will always be there. You know, my evil side is always very present. I think that's what is the most present until you really eliminate that programming from you and all the stuff you've been programmed with. And at one point, you're just acting from a good side, a good levy side, and you'll just be more levy and just show more love and love life. And love life, show love, don't give up. For sure. Can't give up on life. You know, if we give up on life, it means what? What else do I need to be motivated than life itself, than to wake up and realize that I'm alive each and every day, and I'm still here, healthy, also healthy. Not okay. I have a fucked up leg, but at least I have my mind that is very much vibrant. My brain is vibrant. My head is, my heart is full of love. So I'm sure I can do serious damage to Babylon with this. And that's how we're going to create serious damage to Babylon. It's with our good intention. We're all good-hearted people. None of us is just sometimes we're a bit corrupt, or we let our heart be corrupt, or our minds or something. But we're all good-hearted people. We know we don't. You know, if we do bad stuff and it's just out of programming, because I don't think any baby is born here with a bad intention, or we all have love in our hearts, and it's just that the system is corrupting us, and we let our soul be captured. And if your soul is captured, forget about it. Your soul again. I think it's more. What is the soul? What is it's not something I think the soul is more the essence of your being. Like, that's how I see it. That your being as a whole is your soul. You know, that's how I see it, because the soul is not something I can bring on the plate. I can take my brain, put it on the plate. That I can do it, but I cannot take my soul. Like, what is the soul? I think the soul is more the essence of our being. Once we're completely very much aligned with who we are, we create a living soul. You know, we have a soul. We have something that lives into the ether, or whatever you call it, into the air. It's like blowing, like a mystic blow through the air. Something like that. I know it's hard to explain. I try to explain it with words, but also I'm limited with my words that I can use to describe that kind of stuff. It's very divine. When you talk about divine stuff, and problem with words, it's hard to explain with words sometimes. Susan, responsibility level increase, for sure. That's what you realize at one point. You know, it's just I want to become responsible, take responsibility for my life. I've been given life, and just want to take responsibility for it, and stay inspired, and stay focused, and stay vibrant, and stay alive. And you know, that's the essence of life, to stay alive. I don't want to end up dead at 40 years old. I don't want to. You know, I woke up from the dead, so it's to stay alive. You woke up from the dead for what? To stay alive. So you have to preserve that vibe. It's an everyday thing. It's not a one-time thing. And no, it's an everyday thing. You got to stay alive here. We got to stay alive. That's a survival game. That's what I've realized too. It's survival. And it's the only thing that can save you. It's strengthening your mind. It's a psychological warfare. That's what it is. It's a mind game. Once you master your mind, once you master yourself, you have personal mastery. You know who you are. Who can manipulate you? Who can manipulate you with their nonsense? Nobody. Once you know who you are, you're unshakable, unbreakable, unstoppable. You're just gonna go at it like crazy, because you feel like you're in charge, you know, and you don't have to live large for that. You don't have to live large to feel like a man in charge. It's not about living large. It's about taking charge, taking responsibility for your life. That's what it's all about. And do something, do your part. What's stopping you? You can do anything to do your part. Let's not necessarily take a mic and a stage and go on YouTube or no. You can do your part many different ways. You can start a healthy restaurant, and that's going to inspire probably thousands and thousands of people to have better eating habits. Just that can change a part of the anything that we do. That's my thing. That's what I do. But other people do other things too, and that I will be attracted to. If you create a restaurant with good food, I'll go in it for sure. But it's just that I don't know. I think we have lost that passion for life also because of the pressure of life, the work and we're always so busy with life, chained to the rhythm. So we have lost that passion, that flame. We have passion for life. We love life. I always loved life, but never to a point that I was capable to develop a great passion with this and bring this to another level. It's just to bring it to another level, bring our life to another level is very important at one point. That's what you want to do. Not to a level that you want to surpass others and be in competition. I'm in no competition with no one. I am my worst enemy. I know who's the enemy. It's nobody there watching me. These are strength giver. You're all strength givers. Even the ones that come with bad vibes, they're strength giver also. The enemy is myself. I have no enemy outside. No enemy outside, because I know where's the enemy on the inside, and I know that's the one I have to face each and every day. And that's the thing I do, because I want to discover. I want to discover who I am, what I came to do here. It's starting to be clear. It's clearer by the day, but still searching, still seeking. I don't think that search will ever end, because probably at one point I'll have a great idea of who I am and what I came to do here. What's but the outer purpose change often. Like the inner purpose, like I said, it always stays pretty much the same. It's to awaken to a greater state of mind, greater vitality, and be more alive, be more present. Always seeking more presence. That's only that is so huge. Due to all the nonsense that's around us, that can take us out of the moment, to preserve, and we're talking about just depth. The depth is depth. I told you, you want to free yourself from all those chains, the credit cards and all the nonsense that play on your mind. You want to free your mind. Freeing your mind is freeing yourself from all that nonsense and just go back to a simplicity. Simplicity is very, very good. We got to take life simple. Doesn't have to be our minds. Doesn't have to be constantly taken out by all our worries of life. That's not living, I think. That's not living. Unless you have enough. Some people have enough. They don't stress with money, and that's okay. If you have enough and you don't stress with it, but when it starts creating stress in your life and worries, and then it's time to downsize. It's time to downsize your consumption, downsize your style of living, and you adapt yourself. I have adapted myself to that style of living that I have now. I have less to live, but I still can live. So I do the best I can with what I have, but I don't go in extravagant stuff. Like I'm very fortunate to just do what I do. So I give thanks for it each and every day. It's I have the best job in the world. I have the best job in the world. I know that. And I for sure, I give thanks for it. I give thanks for it so much. It's not a job. It's more a hobby. It's more a hobby for me, YouTube. It's a hobby to stay uplifted and to look ahead, to look straight ahead, to keep looking straight ahead, because that's what I need. I need to stay focused. But for sure, I'm very fortunate to be able to be with you here. I know that. And that's why every day I give thanks, because, come on, that's the best opportunity of my life. Sometimes opportunity is going to come disguised into tragedy. You're gonna have tragedy in life that they are opportunity if you see it. I had a tragedy and I still deal with it each and every day. And sometimes the pain is so acute, so unbearable. But it's bearable, but I mean it's uncomfortable and the leg gets heavy and I limp and I can't do too much. And my quality of life is reduced by 75%. It's crazy the stuff I was doing before that I cannot do now, but at least I have my head, I'm there alive, and I had that opportunity through a tragedy to do something with my life, to be able to think, first of all, to have the time to think. So I took that time to think and said, oh, whoa, might have to do something here. So then came flashing in my face, but for sure, yeah, you have to learn to play with the system. You have to. We're all compromised, Bozo. We're all compromised into that system, and we have to learn to use the tool. We have to. Not only that, you go into your work and you do the best you can. You go with the attitude that you're helping someone else accomplishing their dream. Your boss, you're helping your boss accomplishing their dream, and the more people you help, the more people you help accomplishing their dream, you will accomplish yours. But you got to go with that state of mind. If you go there with a negative state of mind, you block all the good from coming in and coming out. So you want to have good vibes. You want to keep good vibes, even if you're stuck at work. You do the best you can. You bring the best vibe that you can, because that's what it's all about. It's about it being in the moment. And again, if everything is an experience, I always took my jobs as experience, as something that was going to make me grow and become someone else. There's times that at work it can be challenging. Or work sometime, unless you work on a chain and you always do the same thing. But like Bozo's a mechanic, sometimes it could be challenging. Either you drop a boat in a fucking motor and you have to fucking extract it. I saw my brother-in-law having that kind of problem. And, sometimes it can be challenging, but then you face your fears and you get stronger and you find, you realize that nothing can stop you. You have the potentiality to fix anything. Like I had stuff that I had to put my hands in an electric panel. I'm not an electrician, but I was figuring out how to do it, because I know I can do pretty much everything if I put my mind to it. But, it's the stretch. Sometimes we get a stretch and a bit, but that's what makes us grow. That's what I found, that stretching outside of, if you do something, you have to do things you don't master in life in order to grow. Because if you do what you already master, you will never grow. So you have to go beyond what you already master, and work is a very good thing to bring you that, to cultivate that habit, because we have to cultivate those habits too, to challenge ourselves. We're not conditioned to challenge ourselves. So we have to get that habit inside us. And the more we're aligned with this habit of being strong, of being who we are without holding back. Without holding back, I have a problem with that camera. Okay. Without holding back, being yourself is a big thing, and be fully in the moment. If you have the chance to experience that fully, and be free of your negative thoughts and anxiety. Oh, that's such a. Sometimes I experience it, not always. I try to be very, very much in the moment, because when you're in the moment, what I find is you don't have thoughts of the pressures of life and worries, and you're in the moment. You are here present, with your mind, with your body, with everything that you have. So I have experienced it, but sometimes I get caught up into thinking too much, but maybe I think for the one that doesn't think. Maybe I think too much, but I think sometimes it's a good thing to think also. The problem here is the winter. It's too cold. I have to rent a room. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. The winter must be pretty rough in the van, especially when it gets very cold. You want to be comfy, it's good to sleep with sleeping bags, but at one point you want to, yeah, so it must be it's a bit of a challenge here, the winter. That's the thing with Quebec. It gets very cold sometimes, lots of snow. But the snow is not that much. I think they have more snow in the state of New York than we have here in Quebec. Sometimes it's 60, 70 centimeter in the States, and here, nothing. Like I had winter here that barely had snow, and I'm in southern Quebec also. Southern Quebec is more mild a bit, but up north in Quebec, yeah, probably there's more snow, or Lac Saint-Jean, or places, I don't know. Trois-Rivières, just when I go to Trois-Rivières, it's a lot more snow than there is in Montreal. But here it's no, the 2-3 last years hasn't been very much a snowstorm. We're not hit with big snowstorm. It's rare. Like things like 70, 80 centimeters, I really seen that. Like 4-5 pieds de neige, c'est rare. C'est rare. Fait que, it's more the cold weather, and yeah, it's getting cold now. It's getting there, but it's inevitable. Then that's the beauty of it too. I love the 4 season for sure. You get to experience everything. Need to bring my work on the road. Travel south. Too cold. Yeah. Yeah, it's too cold here. It's too cold sometimes, but that's good. Sometimes now, because I have problem with my knee, arthritis, and all that, problem with the cold weather too. I would prefer Florida for sure, or somewhere like that, somewhere hot in the winter. But I deal with it. And yeah, dream. We have to dream. We have to dream. That's the essence of, if we don't dream, what do we have? What else do I have than start to dream and envision things for my life, and things like that? What else do I have? What else should I do here? Stick myself in front of the TV? That's life? I don't think so. I've done that long enough. I've done that. I'm onto an age too. I'm getting to an age where I don't give a shit about these things. I really don't care about distraction and sports and on TV and encouraging other people, everybody but myself. Like, you get to a point too, I think, in time. I don't like to use age, but you get to a point at an age that you don't give a shit about this stuff, and you just want to know the truth. You want to know the truth. Maybe I knew I needed to know. I looked for it because I needed to know the truth. First of all, is who are you? That we want to know the truth of who you are, not the mask. So that's the first truth that I had to get in touch with, is who I was. Then the truth about the world, or the lies and deception about this world. I think there's more lies and deception. The truth is what it is. The truth is not something that is very complicated. It's what it is. So, yeah. You would do well on the road with your skills, Martin. My parents were snowbirds. Within those communities, a person with your skills, a pleasant addition. Yeah, for sure. For sure, you would be a good addition for the people on the road, the mechanic. For sure, it's always can be very expensive, fix an RV on the road or stuff like that. So, no, maybe you can do that. Go there and like in Florida, and be the mechanic for the RV. That could be a good business for you, a mechanic on the road. Yeah, fixing RV and stuff. You go in RV parks, and I don't know. I see something like that. If you're a mechanic, use your skills. For sure, me, look, give me a motor. I'll probably undo it. I don't know if I'll be able to put it back together, but I know if I do it many, many times, I'll probably be skills to do it. But if it's your skills, mechanic, come on, take it to another level, man. Take it to another level. Make it so that you can, live from your passion. I'm sure it's a passion for you to undo motors. You probably did that since you're young. You were probably at 10 years old playing with motors and gears and stuff like that. That's what my brother-in-law used to do. He used to play with motors from like he was 5-year-old, and today he can undo any motor. I give him any job on my car, he will fix it. So, you develop skills over time, for sure. And if your skills in mechanic, if it's your thing, man, take it to another level. Start video on YouTube how to fix cars. I don't know. Take it to, just stay inspired with. I'm sure you love it also. You probably love to do mechanic, and you get paid for it. So I say, yeah, 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 you're working on it, I'm sure. After hearing me every morning like that, talking about dream, you must be like, Carlis, I have to do something with that. No, no, for sure. You must be like, no, and that's what I say. Do what you love in life. Do what you love and take it to another level. Take your passion to another level, and it will make you feel much, much alive, and you will find back the vitality that you need to survive. Basically, that's what it is, because you can live, but you can live very crabby, depressed, and anxiety and anxious, and all these stuff. That's you're existing. You're there, but you're not present. You're not developing that strength that you need to be present with all the yeah. Start at 15 in both industries. You see, since you're 15 that you play with motor. So take that to another level, bro. My advice to you, take it to another level, and but it's not gonna happen from one day to another. You gotta start planning your move, and especially if you go on the road with that. So there's gotta be a bit of preparation. I think it's a lot. You should not prepare too much. You should just do it. You should just do it. But also there's stuff involved, so you have to have your things prepared for sure. I'm sure it's you know what to do anyway. We all know what's the I think the way to find our way is not so hard to find our way to make things happen, and but it's just sometimes to do the first step. You know what's but the journey of 1,000 miles begins with the very first step. So you got to do it. No matter what, you got to step into it. So you got to start something and just every day go after it. Prepare your stuff, whether it's a little thing. You know, you have everything right now to start putting that dream in motion. Bozo, Red Rose, everyone, we all have the necessary stuff within us to put that work in motion. So it's up to you, the action you take every day, and where your thoughts are, and where your distractions are, where you get distracted, where you could use that distraction to empower yourself to to greater level. That's what I seek a lot, is empowerment, and empowerment you get it through your growth, and yeah. Welcome to Hurt, Pink Planet. Yeah, man. You start to give me strength. No, you gotta do but that's what you need. You need to be strong. You need, first of all, because just to take that first step, you'll need to be so fucking strong. So fucking strong, because you gotta trust yourself. You gotta trust yourself, and that's one hard part. You can believe in yourself if you want to, but I don't think you need to believe in yourself, because if you pinch yourself, you're gonna feel it. So that means you're alive. So just trust yourself. Just trust yourself that you can make it happen. I trust myself that I can make this happen. It's a long haul. It's not something that's gonna happen from one day to another. But if I never, if you don't start to be great, you'll never be great. It has to start somewhere. So I said, okay, one day I'll start somewhere, and from then I just never stop. And now I'm live and direct on YouTube, and after that will be something else, and another step, and another step. And as long as I keep going forward and I don't stall, I am not stuck, and you're not stuck. Life goes on. Life goes on. It's life. I cannot provoke things. I cannot. I can only do so much. Do my part and let things happen. Let the divine hear my vibes and then organize something divine for me, and me, there's only certain stuff I can control. I don't know, and I cannot control the outcome of this. I can control it a certain way because of the actions I take, but how it's gonna happen, I have no idea. And that's not really my business. I don't take that as my business. My business here is to take action. I take action. I keep trying. I keep staying positive. Keep going after what I need to do. Say to yourself what you would be, and then after, do what you have to do. Rise and grind. You got to do what you have to do. It's no one else but you will bring to life what you got to do, your dream. Only you has that vibrational signature. So if you don't bring it to life, no one but you will do it. So it's up to you. It's up to me. It's you versus you. It's not you against the world. Forget the world for a while until you find yourself and you really find your passion, your goals and your dreams. Therefore, forget the world. The world's not against you. The world, the life wants you to win. You know, the Babylon is there, but forget the system. System is there for everyone. System is there for everyone, and we're all compromising it. We're not going to get rid of it from one day to another, but we can do the best we can and live our lives to the fullest while we're here. We're not. We can be free in the moment. If you're free in the moment, you know what kind of freedom you want to have. What kind of freedom do you expect other than the freedom of the mind, free from anxiety, past hurt, and all that stuff, all the stuff that holds you back? What kind of freedom you think you're going to have? That's the freedom to me. Freedom, personal freedom to me comes with all that stuff, being free in the moment, especially. There's borders, natural borders, the mountain, the sea. I have to, you know, I cannot walk barely to the fucking dépanneur. So how am I going to fucking get anywhere? So, you know, there's natural borders. There's stuff that, you know, is... So being free is being free in the moment. It's very important. Once you're free in the moment, you have no fear. You have no fear also. There's no question of fear here. You cannot involve fear in there. You're free in the moment. There's no fear. So it's just that is a big, big thing. Fear of everything. The fear of everything. The fear of failure. Fear of this. Fear of that. You know, I think we're more afraid of success than failure also. What scares us is how powerful we can be. How, you know, that can be scary. Who I can become and what I can do with this and what's waiting for me. And, you know, sometimes it can be a bit scary because it's the unknown. The unknown, you know, the unknown is always a bit scary because it's the unknown. You know, we prefer known hells to unknown heaven. That's not a secret. You're like that. I'm like that. I prefer stay in my comfort zone and my known hell than unknown heaven. You know, unknown heaven is much more. It's much more beautiful. It's much more vibrant. It's all we want is on that side. Everything we want is on the other side of fear. Is in the dream of life, not the dream of hell. Dream of hell, we get all the bad stuff, all the anxiety, but the dream of life, present in the moment, one with life, one with the moment. Come on, nothing can stop you. You become unstoppable. And unstoppable is not to destroy others. You don't want to be in competition. It's just unstoppable with yourself. It's always you against you. Me, that's how I see it. I'm not in no competition with anyone. I love everyone. I trust you. I love everyone. I trust you. But I'm not in competition with anyone. It's me against me. That's why people talking about me and making videos about, I don't care. I don't care. They're fuel giver. They're strength giver. It's me against me. I have no enemy outside. I don't care about people talking about me or making stuff about me. I don't care about that. That gives me strength. That gives me more, you know, so people sometimes they're going to do stuff that they think that they're putting stick in your wheels, but they're more giving you power to the wheel. They put a dynamo on your wheel. That's what they do. They put a dynamo and suddenly the light goes on and you start seeing clearer and clearer. So, you know, it's just about you against you. It's very important to recognize that enemy. Once you know the enemy, you know where all is, everything that can potentially hold you back, you locate it. Nothing will hold you. Nothing will hold you. You just now try to find a way each and every day to be more vibrant, to be more alive. You know, that's what I seek: more aliveness, more clarity, more less distraction. But I don't have too much distraction. But it's just sometimes I get on pause a bit. Sometimes I get on pause, but it's just because I think. Like I sit and I think. Or I go on my bike and I think, or you know, sometimes I get, or I listen to music. That a bit of distraction for me. I listen to a lot of music, and that could be a distraction. Sometimes I try to put it aside because now I know I need, you know, to think for myself. You know, because once you listen to music, also all this is not our thoughts. Thinking for ourselves is a big, big work. It's you know, you got to free ourselves from all the sounds, all the noise, and just develop a living soul that start to think, you know, that start to think and put the thoughts in motion also. It's good to think, but you want to put them in motion. You want to put your work in motion. Emotion. Yeah. Water break. Red Rose, you all know each other. Martin, Bozo. Who's Martin? Martin is Bozo. No red last time I say my name. Part Of the Truman family, all I know. Yeah, Bozo is part of the Truman family for sure. There's some of you that are part of the family for sure. There's some that don't log in that are also part of the family. There's people that write me sometime from Florida. Someone wrote me from Florida the other day. They said they log in all the time. They check all my videos, but they're not logging to YouTube. But they send me love and all kinds of good vibrations. So no, there's a lot of people sometimes that. I love your speech, Janik. I love you too, bro. I love you too. But I'm just staying true. I'm just like I'm seeking reality. I want to talk about reality, and I want to talk about. I'm not going to bring you into stuff that I cannot experience. I'm talking about my life experience here. This is my life experience. This is like a reality show. Like a reality Truman show. Maybe maybe one day I'll leave it on for 10 hours. The camera will stay on and we'll do a real, but I'll have to have breaks in between. But no, but that's a huge comment talking for, but maybe for 2-3 hours. I'm sure I can pull that, and that would be a good test also. To do it longer, that would be a good test, and I intend to do that. It's gonna go up. Like now, sometimes I'm at an hour and 15 minutes. So, the more I do it, the more I become comfortable with it, and the more my thoughts are aligned, and I find inspiration and the stuff to keep going. Like, hello, 49 minutes now nonstop. So it's gotta flow, but I gotta practice. But anything, you can do anything if you practice. If you practice enough, I don't say that I have attained all the glory and all the stuff that I want. I'm working on myself here with you, live and direct. That's what I do. But that's why also maybe you can probably relate to your story, to my story, because I'm very, very down to earth. I'm very grounded, and I just want to know the truth. I want to know the truth of who I am, of who we are, of what we came to do here, and what is this whole fantasy insanity in the world. So this for sure, I want to have an idea about that. An idea, because like I said, it's to have an idea. Will I ever find out? Because we can only find out a certain amount of things while we're in this body and flesh. Now, I don't think I can... Like, what kind of a consciousness can I attain? How much more conscious do you want me to be? Like, it's just my awareness that expand, but the consciousness is what it is. I'm conscious or I'm not. Like, what for sure, I'm probably going to transform. I'm just going to become stronger, maybe wiser, but I don't think I can become more conscious and be more conscious at the fact that I have to think for myself. So just that, just to realize that you have to think for yourself. That's huge. And to get there is an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. To condition yourself to think for yourself, because we're always defaulting. Even me, I'm always defaulting to another person's dream. And we do that unconsciously. So we have to consciously create our living soul, our living dream. But we unconsciously default to other people. This dream or thoughts or quotes or we all do that. We all do that. That's why thinking for yourself, you can say you think for yourself, but do you really think for yourself? Did you ever have an original thought coming from you, from your living soul, without a programming? But even that, ABC123 is always present. So having an original thought is something huge. Maybe we can get there. We can get there probably, but there's always the programming of Babylon, ABC123. So can we ever have an original thought? That's one of the subjects me and Ivar have reflected a lot on together on the phone, on the messenger stuff. But yeah. Kevin, the mystery man. Right now, me and my gravity chair are best friend. Gravity chair. That's good. Kevin's story. He's not logged in yet. Always present yet. Kevin is the secret watcher. Yeah. Kevin is the potter, the guy that does that pottery stuff, and works with clay, with turn the wheel. Is that thing? He turns the wheel. He makes cup and stuff. I seen a guy on Facebook doing that. It was very, very. Like, I would like to do that. I think I'm gonna get I was really looking into making them, getting the clay and because I really like it, because it would be good for my knee too. I would move my knee on this wheel, so it would be good. So I was really thinking about getting that stuff and start making it. Just try to work it, and yeah, I like that. Yeah, no, it's just to stay vibrant with project. You grow from people in projects. So you grow with projects. If you keep yourself in projects all the time and you do what you love, do what you love with passion. I do what I love with passion here. That's my thing. I love to speak. I love motivation. I love inspiration. I love people. First of all, I love people. I love people so much. I love life. I love life, and life is us. And it's everything that's around us. I just love life. So that's my thing. I give thanks for life a lot, but I do it my way. But you're going to find a way to give thanks for life also, your own way, just by inspiring yourself, others around you, just by embodying a new consciousness. You'll affect a lot of people. Just that will create a major, what's the best thing you can do for changing your life or changing the earth or participating in it, is to give your children a good foundation of truth, of who they are. At least introduce them to what's possible, not define it, but introduce them to what's possible. Very important. Children are the future, for sure. We don't inherit the earth from our parents. We borrow it from our children. So we should be very conscious of what we do. We borrow the earth from our children. They're the one who's gonna, the future generation is gonna inherit this. So what are we doing? Destroying everything. Hello? Can we become more conscious? Yeah, that's all it needs. We just need to become more conscious of our actions, but again, there's so much psychopath, so much evil people, so much nonsense. And that's why we have the power to reverse that, because we're much more than them. There's only a handful of people doing those evil stuff. Most of the evil stuff is done by us. Is perpetuated by us. So the moment we realize, hey, what am I involved in? Then you start withdrawing your vibration and just having a clearer vision of what life is. And that's where I'm getting, having a clearer vision, and just, I don't know, keeping my heart warm and full of love. And I fill myself with love, and then I pour it here on YouTube and in life, and everyone that I meet, I pour my love onto them. And if they take it, they take it. I cannot. That's the only thing I can do, is flash my light and really be a beacon of light, hope, love, and all the good stuff, and hope people can see it, and they're gonna do the same thing, and other people will see it, and then the earth is changed. It's a new earth, a new vibration. But I don't mean I'm gonna be the source of that. I think we're all the source of a new earth. If we want to, we can all create a much better community, just where we are. It starts with that. Be lovey with our neighbors. We don't even talk to our neighbors, and then we're talking about changing the world on YouTube. You probably don't even talk to your neighbor. I don't talk to my neighbor. So the fantasy goes. That's why I say it's all fantasy on YouTube, thinking you're gonna change the world on YouTube. That's what I said yesterday in the video. I was listening to them. I always watch each and every one of my videos before I post them. I am my #1 fan. For sure. It will always stay like that. I always said it. And you got to be your own #1 encourager and pusher. Fan. Again, fan involved fanatics. I said yesterday that there was way too much fanatics. So I don't want to be a fanatic, but I want to empower myself. And the pride in the work that you do is very important. Will push you to do more. Don't fall into false pride and to ego and stuff, but taking pride in your work is important if you want to keep doing more. If not, if you encourage yourself, who do you think is going to encourage you? Huh? So you got to encourage yourself, but that's what we do. We encourage everybody else but ourselves. We encourage everybody but ourselves. So it's time for us to just, I think, give us a little push, give ourselves a little push in the right direction going forward, and never let go of that vibe. And then you're gonna rise. You're gonna rise no matter what. It's gonna be stronger than you. Try it. I'm telling you. Try it. Just try to start rising and keep yourself aligned and focused, and it's gonna be stronger than you. I'm telling you. And you're just gonna make it happen. You're just gonna make it happen, because that's what it's all about, making it happen, going into action. your action will determine everything in your life. The actions you take brought you to where you are today. That's the action you took in life. All the actions you took in life brought you there today, where you are, where I am. So it's actions. Actions define your reality. So what are we doing? Passive and on pause, and the whole humanity is on pause. On pause of postponing our greatness. Postponing our greatness, giving away our power, all our magnificence to the price of distraction. All this for the price of distraction, of nonsense, of stuff we can't even freaking sense. And we love the fantasy so much, so much. We're so falling in love with the fantasy. It's terrible. It's there. That's what I notice. And even now it's younger and younger. They fall in love with the fantasy younger because we indoctrinate them younger and younger. Like everything is government control because they want to control what's said in there, like in daycares and in the Maison des Jeunes and stuff like that. It's all for sure government has the grip on this because they want to control what is said and done in there. So, it's the government will govern our minds. And until we cannot govern our minds, there will be government there to govern us because we cannot take ownership for our life. We cannot even govern our own mind. That's the work we have to do. We don't want, because a man or a woman that govern his mind, that can govern his life, don't need no government. I don't give a shit about them and their voting shit and all their madness. I don't need them. I need them maybe in a certain way because of the system, but it's not. I don't need nobody to tell me what to think. I don't need the TV. I don't need the radio. I should find myself and start thinking for myself. That's what we should all do. But it's gonna come. It's gonna come. A very, very angry man lives below me, constantly slamming doors and yelling. No one else there but him. Sight. My neighbor stalks me. It's sad. Oh yeah, there's people like that, and there's people that are so angry and so sad and so forsaken and so lost. I feel bad. I feel the pain for them. Yeah. Kevin's story. Yeah. Right now, my gravity chair. The mystery man. Yeah, he's the mystery man. So true, Janik. Want to learn patience. Become a potter. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm going to start. I'm going to look into it. I think next month I will buy my wheel and some stuff to do it. I will seriously look into pottery and we'll do a couple live here. I'll talk to you while I do my pottery. Eventually, that's what we'll do. I'll do a live show while I do my pottery. I'll talk to you at the same time. Yeah, that's good, Kevin. Good. You see, we all inspire each other. Look, Kevin, if he probably wouldn't be a potter or come here as a secret watcher as a potter, I would not pick that up. Because I picked it up because of you. Because the other day I was thinking about that and I saw a man on YouTube doing it and I'm like, hey, that's like Kevin. That's probably what Kevin does. So I was like, yeah, that's interesting. I should, you move your hand, you move your feet on the wheel and you feel the clay and the water. The feeling on the hand must be so smooth and so, just the feeling on the end of the clay wet and molding it. And I would like to. Eventually, I'll get there. Eventually, I'll get there. God is real. Who has the master plan? Yeah, but the master plan, it's you that have it. God has the master plan, yeah, for probably, but you have a part of the master plan too. You have to do your part for the master plan. That's the thing. That's what I find. It's good. I know there's something organized, yeah, out there. There's a force. There's a God, a divine frequency. Call it whatever you want. We're not going to argue with words, but it's there. It's there, and it's available. There's magic in the world for those who are willing to see. For sure. So I'm letting you go, and I'll be back tomorrow. God is really, that's it. Sweet, Janik. Yeah, be like a pineapple. Rough on the outside. Wear your crown. Stand tall, and be sweet on the inside. That's what we got to be, like pineapples. Have a rough outside because the world is fucking wild. So you gotta have a rough out. You gotta have strength. The rough is the strength. The pineapple is very, very strong. It has a rough coat. That's what you need. But they're very, very sweet on the inside. They're full of love, very lovey. So be like a pineapple and stand tall and wear your crown of kings and queen. Like I told Leslie in comments, Leslie, wear your crown of queen. Be like a pineapple, my dear. Be like a pineapple. There's always people that's gonna come and trigger your state of mind to fall into their nonsense. But be like a pineapple, strong, stand tall, wear your crown, and be rough. Be rough. Rough love. Yeah, I love that. Thanks, Yannick. Yeah, but big up, Leslie. Thanks a lot for your comment all the time. I read them all. I read them as soon as you posted them yesterday. I went to check. I said, whoops, notification. That must be Leslie, Red Rose, Bozo, or someone else. So I went to check, and yeah, I saw your comment, and very inspiring. And I watch them all the time. I watch all your comments. I read them all. I reply sometimes small stuff because I like to talk. I like to talk and tell you thanks and give you all my love live and direct here than in words and writing. But yeah, I like to just give you my little thank you sometime. Thank you very much. But it means a lot more than that. It means a lot of love, but it's hard to express with words. That's why words are, but at least you feeling me here live and direct, and it's a better communication. We have a better, even though I don't see you, but I don't need to see you. It's just the vibes sometimes are enough, even that. So love that pineapple analogy, cute. Yeah, be like a pineapple. Kevin wants to know what type wheel you want. Electric, kick. I want to kick it. I want it natural. I don't want electric. I want to kick it because it's going to be good for my leg to move to. And while I do that, my knee's going to move. And it's very important. So I got to keep exercising. It's not by staying immobile that you fix an injury. So that's it. But yeah, sweet like a pineapple. We'll be back tomorrow. Rise and shine. Live your dreams. Do it all. Give it all you got, and don't stress. Do your best. Forget the rest. Don't stress with that. Don't freak out. Life is a long haul. It's a long ride, and we're here for a while. Probably for a long time still, if we keeps our vibes well, and we keep protect our vibration and stay healthy, and always focus on health. Health is wealth. You want to focus on health, eating good food, alive food, and you want to feel alive. Eat alive food is a very good way to feel alive. To keep your body alkaline, let go of the junk of Babylon, Putin and stuff. We have to let go of this. I'm becoming more and more conscious of that. Even though sometimes once every 2-3 months I get j'ai une rechute. Je suis victime de rechute sometimes, but I try to. I'm conscious that it has to go. But I'm human also. But I'm human. I don't know if I'm human, but I'm a man. I'm in the shell of a man. So it's an imperfected soul trying to perfect it to become someone, to create a legend with this. And it's just to stay true to yourself. Stay true to yourself. Don't peace and love. That's it. Love that pineapple analogy. Stay like a pineapple. Be sweet. Sweet on the outside, rough on the outside. He's out.